lift this year from Kaylee Martin. She leads the team in kills and kills per set. She's a transfer from Illinois State. We're about to get ready to go with this one. It is homecoming weekend. We got a pretty good crowd to get this one underway.
There is. Everybody seems pretty hype. I'm excited to get this game going.
Tigers, of course, will be wearing the home white. You can see Louisville wearing those camouflage uniforms with the red numbers, and there's just some of the fans that are here in Jervey. You know, one of the great things about this place is it doesn't take a lot of people to make noise, but like I said, we got a late arriving but good crowd.
Yes, absolutely, and I did notice that Louisville traveled pretty well.
They do. As we mentioned, Anna Stevenson from Lawrence, a little over an hour drive from here, and she got a huge ovation when she was introduced just moments ago. As we're ready to get this one underway. Louisville will put the game into play. And we're ready to go on a Friday night. Two teams that have started off 2-0 in the ACC. Tori Dilfer from California, grad student, will serve it up, and we're underway. And Louisville gets the first point right away, and right there in the middle of the floor getting things done is Amaya Tillman.
Yeah, and Tori Dilfner is definitely well known for that jump serve. She gets deep back in there and then just floats right over the net.
Tigers off to a struggling start. They looked like they didn't quite get the offense set there. You could see the reaction from Camera Hanna, number 24.
It did. It seems like they need to really focus in on that communication on the court. That's going to be key tonight.
Cardinals with the first 2 points of the opening set. And a first service ace. So the Tigers will get to put it in play, and it's now 2-1.
Got Kaylee Martin back to serve.
Martin, a grad student. She's from Sterling, Illinois. There's the set, but the shot goes out of bounds, and the Tigers knock this thing at 2-2.
I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight with using Aiko Jones coming around towards the middle.
Tough to stop that right there as the kill comes in for Louisville. There's a good look right there at Danny Busboon Kelly in her 5th season. Her first season, the Cards were picked to finish 8th. They won the ACC championship, and of course she was ACC Coach of the Year last year during that extended season. They won the ACC title. Back-to-back blocks to keep this one in play.
Wow, nice volley here. A lot of quick touches.
Ava Pritchard, though, can't get it across. Point to Louisville, and it's a correction. It's a point to Clemson, and we're now tied 3-3. Here's a good look at Ava Pritchard, who heads back after that point.
We've got Devin Taylor, the libero, back to serve.
Got a quick discussion here going on. That's Alexa Hendricks talking with Claire Chaussee, and now they make the substitution, so Hendricks will come in. Devin Taylor coming off a 20-dig performance against Wake Forest back last weekend.
Yeah, Clemson, they had a lot of, stuff block.
Big block there by
Amaya
Louisville.
Tillman.
There's a good look at Jackie Simpson-Keir in her first season. Of course, she's been with the program for some time, 4 years as the associate head coach. She was the offensive and recruiting coordinator, so pretty much had a hand in recruiting all of these players to the Tigers team. Clemson comes right back. There's Cameron Hanna delivering for the first time tonight.
Off the block. I think that's going to be one of the key things for the Clemson Tigers tonight is swinging high and using the hands. So there you see the replay off the block.
4-4. Clemson battling back after dropping the first 2 points of the set.
Quick play off the block, using those hands again.
There's Anna Stevenson with the kill. She leads the ACC in hitting percentage, and she's among the top 10 in the NCAA. Just saw why. 5-4 Louisville. We go back and forth.
Back row.
Great
nice
dig. Yeah, just to keep that alive. What a
that
point.
Ball was up. Nice pancake. She's going to swing high. Got a good volley going.
This is one of the best rallies you'll see. Finally ends with the Tigers' Ani Clark. We got a lot of these fans standing up now inside Jervey, and for good reason.
Clemson Tigers on their feet.
What a great dig in the back there by the Tigers, and then Clark. Louisville finally ran out of room.
Incredible.
All tied at 5. Tigers get a block.
Off the block tooled. Point for Louisville.
6-5. The Cardinals get the lead back, and they will now serve it.
Got Claire Chaussee coming back in the front for outside.
This is a Louisville team. They are 12-0. 10 of their victories have been sweeps, including both to start the ACC season last weekend against Miami and Florida State. And once again, Louisville stringing a couple points back-to-back. Stevenson again.
Got Anna DeBeer with the serve, who is also an ACC Freshman of the Year. Definitely be on the lookout for her now that she's in the back row, for them to use her with her swing.
You can see the call right there. The point goes to the Tigers as they get it back to a 7-6 count.
We did have a net violation there.
We got a view right there from our camera atop the net.
Ani Clark to serve.
You can see a quick job and nicely done. That was Tori Dilfer. Sometimes you just almost, it looks like an ad lib. I know it's not, but she made it work right there.
Yeah, I love seeing an active setter. I think we're going to see this tonight from both setters.
She is second in the ACC in assists per set.
We've got Anna Stevenson to serve.
Hannah delivers. This has been a fun opening set as the teams have just gone back and forth.
Yes, Camera Hannon with the swing.
Hannah's her second kill of the set. You can see that shot goes wide.
Point for the Clemson Tigers.
Tillman just a little wide, and Clemson now draws it back to an 8-8 count. Got a whistle. Gonna call another violation into the net, it appears, and the Tigers get the point, and they now go in front. It's 9-8.
Got to be mindful of these errors.
Couldn't handle that time as the point goes to Louisville, Claire Chaussee.
Nice cross-court swing, seeing that that spot was open. These rotations went quick. Now Claire Chaussee with the serve.
Back to a 9-all count here in our opening set at Jervey.
Oh, and you know what? Not Claire Chaussee, Tori Dilfner to serve.
See just a mistake on the back line. Devin Taylor couldn't handle that serve, and it's back-to-back points for the Cardinals. They go back in front.
Another float serve. Looks like it's
Ava
long.
Pritchard comes in. But the point is the shot is long, as you mentioned, and now Louisville goes back in front 11-9. This represents the biggest run so far of the set of 3 straight points for the Cardinals.
That's right, Fred. We had talked about how the Clemson Tigers need to set their own pace and tempo quick on, so they need to get out of this rotation and break the serve. Nice dig.
They set up for the kill, and they deliver it. There's Aiko Jones, 6'2" junior from Kingston, Jamaica. So Louisville has now put 4 straight points together to get a little separation at 12-9.
It's a nice save.
And now a block by the Cardinals. Make it 5 straight points. And once again, there's Tillman. She had 9 blocks against Kentucky. And we got a timeout right now. Louisville on a bit of a roll. They've stretched out to a 13-9 lead at Clemson. (13-9) Louisville leading Clemson. Megan, what are the keys for the Tigers?
Yeah, some of the keys tonight for the Tigers. You know, McKenna Slavic, we need to make sure to see her using all of her offensive players and really moving the ball around. And then after that, they need to focus on setting the pace early, which they've done a great job of, but slowly Louisville is kind of chipping away from the Tigers, so we really need to see a side out for the Tigers right now.
Cardinals right now on a 5-0 run to take a lead in what has been a back-and-forth opening set, so we'll see what happens coming out of the break in the action.
Another float serve. Tigers are struggling with that. High swing. Dilfner, or DeBeer from the back.
Great diving
nice
dig back in the back by Taylor. Not going to happen that time, though. Once again, it is Tillman with the point, and the run continues. For the Cardinals, just what are the keys for them?
You know, one of the big things is they're going to have to stop Cameron Hanna. She is one of the key go-to players for the Clemson Tigers, so they're going to have to work to just keep their eye on her as they move her around. And then they just also need to be prepared for Slavic's offense.
Well, right now, they've got to find a way to stop the Cardinals. They are on a run right now. They've scored the last 6 points.
They are. They were neck and neck, but we just seem like they are not able to break this serve right now. Nice cover.
Tigers could not get the block that time. Another point for the Cardinals right there in the middle of your screen.
Jones with the kill. You know, that is one of the harder things in Derby Gym that some teams have to get used to, is the lower ceiling.
Ball still in play when that happens, and you mentioned that off the top, they didn't play here last year, so a lot of these players not familiar with that.
Absolutely.
I know you could see it in warm-ups, but still, you have to get to the game.
Oh.
Wow, that was almost vicious by Tillman that time.
Yes, that was. What a hit.
You just see that's like a fastball over the plate in baseball.
Yeah, that's one of those, they just wanted to move out of the way. They couldn't get to it quick enough.
What are they doing here with the serve? Because it's really putting Clemson in a bit of a, right there, just Taylor couldn't handle that one. It looks like their serve is really disrupting Clemson's offense.
It is a deep float serve that just, all players right now really seem to be struggling to get that pass up to the net so that Slavic can actually do something with it.
9 straight points for the Cardinals against a Tiger team that led 9-8 at one point in the first set.
There we go.
Finally got that point across.
Yes, using the block. Mentioned early on, that's going to be one of the big things that the Tigers need to do tonight, especially because Louisville is such a strong blocking team.
Kaylee Martin will serve for the Tigers, who break that string.
Iko Jones. Iko Jones with the tip, point for the Cardinals.
They've got so much power, but sometimes just a little finesse gets the same result.
It really is. Those are some of the most frustrating hits that you have because, you just slow motion feel like you can't get to it.
18-10 Louisville. And they have a service error. That is their second service error so far, and the Tigers draw back to 18-11. Early on in this one big difference is hitting. Right now, Louisville is hitting .346. The Tigers .087.
Kate Long with the swing.
Not going to happen again. And once again, man, we just keep calling Jones' name, and she delivers again.
Yes, she seems to be on fire right now.
Jones and Tillman each with 4 kills. I mentioned them about their ability to deliver blocks. Well, they're delivering points off the kill, and it's 19-11 Louisville.
Now Elena Scott with the serve, who's their libero, and she was also ACC Freshman of the Week this past week.
Cameron Hanna comes through with her 3rd kill of the set. She'll put it in play with the Tigers trailing 19-12. Kate Long with the swing.
Nice. Kate Long with the swing using the line.
Long comes through with it. Kate's first kill of the match. 19-13 the score. And we got a whistle. Point will go to the Tigers. Clemson draws back within 5.
Yeah, mishandled on the ball there, using 2 hands for the setter.
Hannah a bit deliberate in her serve, but so far it's been effective. Not going to happen that time, though. Cardinals get the point. Anna Stevenson again.
Yes, and Anna Stevenson early on, when this match started, we said that she was going to be one of the players to look out for. Got Iko Jones in the back to serve now.
Stevenson hitting .750 so far early in this match.
Cameron Hanna, back row swing.
Another kill for the Cardinals.
Anna cross-court shot. That's definitely one of her strong go-to shots, what's been working for tonight.
Louisville has played a couple of 5-setters this year. One was against Arizona State. DeBeer had 18 kills in that match, the sophomore from Louisville.
Yes, powerhouse. On the slide.
Clark cannot get it across. Another block that time. Looked like once again getting in there was DeBeer, and a timeout is going to be taken as Louisville is in range of taking set number 1 here at 22-14.
Yeah, you know, I think that right now they're just calling this timeout to kind of gather themselves, take a deep breath, and just kind of get it back together.
Louisville, again, as they've been just hitting superbly so far, 387 overall to just 107 for Clemson. Let's take a look at how the Cardinals got here. They've done it in style. You look at those victories against Purdue, Kentucky, and Nebraska, 3 top 8 teams. They beat all 3 within a 9-day span in a row. So we'll see what coming out of the timeout if they can slow Louisville down. And once again, the Cardinals, it doesn't seem to matter who serves. They put Clemson's offense a little bit back on their heels and scrambling a little bit.
It really does seem that way. They're coming in hard with the serving tonight. Jones again to serve. There we go, nice pass.
Another kill delivered once again. That is DeBeer.
That actually is a point for the Tigers.
Point Tigers.
It hit the pin on the swing.
Good look at it right there, yep.
Yeah.
So that cuts it back to 22-15. Kate Long will serve.
Anna Stevenson behind, got a dig.
Point goes to the Cardinals.
Anna DeBeer using that block. Looks like we've got a rotation coming in. Claire Chaussee in the front row. We've got Anna DeBeer to serve.
23-15. Here in the opening set, Louisville serving with the advantage. And you can see another point, and now it's set point for the Cardinals. Nicely done there by Tori Dilfer.
Yeah, Devin tried to get a touch off of that block, but just couldn't quite get there to bring it back into play.
Set point number 1 for the Cardinals. But it's not going to happen this time. Kaylee Martin.
Solid swing for the Tigers. Kaylee Martin, that had to feel pretty good to get that one in there. Got Ani Clark to serve.
Martin with her 3rd kill. Clemson trails 24-16. Cardinals set it up and they deliver. That point coming through for
Claire
number
Chaussee.
9. Yeah, Claire Chaussee. And Louisville takes set number 1, 25-16. One set is done. Amaya Tillman with a block, part of a block party for Louisville in the opening set. They have the early lead at Jervey. Louisville closed the first set. Tigers
Slavic
putting into play.
Ooh, close overpass.
And the first point of the set goes to the Tigers. They had a 9-8 lead in that first set before Louisville scored 9 in a row to break things open.
They did. They really were hanging in there, and then that serve is just kind of the thing that broke them apart.
Another confrontation at the net and another victory for Louisville that time, and once again delivering. We've been talking about Anna DeBeer a lot.
She is, and you've seen her tonight. She's been tooling and using the hands. It's been very effective for her, along with that cross-court shot. So we have Elena Scott to serve. Aiko Jones with the tip.
Once again, another point for Aiko Jones. Leads the ACC in aces, by the way, with 22.
Seems like the Tigers are having a hard time stopping her with that tip. Elena Scott to serve.
As you can see right there,
serve.
Another tough serve. Devin Taylor made the dive, but could not come up with it. It's now a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, hit that back corner.
Scott is a freshman. She had 39 digs in those sweeps against Miami and Florida State last weekend.
Yeah, while she is a freshman, she has certainly molded with this team pretty quick. Wow.
Kaylee
Incredible
Martin.
hit.
She came through, delivered that time for Clemson.
Just came around from the back and put that down the line.
Her 4th kill of the match so far, 3-2 Louisville.
Nice dig for the Tigers.
Point goes to Louisville.
Anna Pritchard with the swinging air. We've got Aiko Jones back again to serve, who in that first match went on a long serving streak.
4-2 cards. Got a whistle right here, and they're going to call the point for the Cardinals.
Looks like we were in the net on the Tiger side. Aiko Jones again back to serve.
Here's Coach Keir, and substitution going to be made. Colleen Finney, the sophomore from Blythewood, will come in as Ava Pritchard leaves.
Yeah, both players going up against the net. You have to just be so careful not to get into that net.
Kate Long with the swing, but Louisville is able to dig it out.
Yeah, Hendricks with the great defense.
Finally, a bit of an error there as Aiko Jones put her swing into the net.
Sometimes, you know, that was smart of the coach for Clemson to just sub in somebody and kind of break up the rhythm a little bit.
Gets the Tigers back.
So we've got Devin Taylor, libero, with the serve.
5-3 Louisville. Second set. Cardinals took set number 1. Whistle. Point to go to Louisville.
Got Anna DeBeer going back for the serve. And it looks like Coach Kerr is actually pulling out the green card to challenge this call.
Yep. Had a lot of calls right at the net so far, and this time she wants to take a second look at one. So our lead official is going to take a look at it, and you're going to see what she's seeing as well as they get our replay set up below.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is dating myself, but back when I played at Clemson, we had nothing like this. So this is an awesome thing to see, especially when you just have those calls that you really are questioning.
I guess they're wondering, did she touch the net or did she pull her hands back?
That's what I'm questioning. I don't know if she thought that she was over or if she touched the net there.
You can see our
Getting a zoom in here. Looks like we might have touched the net.
You can see how close this is. I mean, we are going frame by frame
we are,
here.
And then you've got white on white right there.
Yeah.
So the tape of the net, it makes it a little bit challenging to see. Curious what the R2 is going to come back with.
I think she's seen enough.
All right.
Taking that headset off. And she'll let the officials know they're at the desk, and then we'll get the official call right there, and they're going to confirm the call for Louisville, and so they will keep the point, and it's now 6-3. That was so close. That's a reasonable challenge.
Yep, definitely fair. Yeah, so they did see the net touch, and now we've got Anna DeBeer back to serve again. That was a nice pass for Tigers.
Kate Long with the big swing, but
out of bounds.
Yeah, couldn't connect there, and it's 7-3 Cardinals.
Got to get the Tigers out of this rotation.
Anna with the swing.
Back row.
Another big delivery kill by Anna Stevenson.
She is smoking that slide tonight.
Give her now 5 kills in the match to match Iko Jones for the game high so far. It's 8-3.
Anna Stevenson's hitting percentage, .714, is up there.
And you can see right there once again that Louisville serve. Clemson is just having problems getting that handled and setting their offense up, and it's produced a lot of points for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the biggest, contribution to success, is having that good serve receive.
It feels like De Beer has been serving since August. But Cameron Hanna says, all right, enough of that. She delivers her 5th kill.
Yep, as she enters to serve.
That breaks a 4-0 run for the Cardinals. The outstanding sophomore for the Tigers. There's a good look at her from Lansing, Illinois.
Yeah, the Tigers have a handful of players that are from Illinois. Oh,
you can see again, once again, yeah, Dilford tried to get a little cute there, tried to do a little tricky and made a mistake.
It normally does work for her though, so the Tigers got lucky on that one. Cameron Hanna back to serve.
Clemson puts 2 points back to give it back to a 9-5 count. Nothing doing. Yeah, nothing doing that time. Chaussee comes through. Chaussee now with 3 kills so far and 4 swings.
It's pretty good hitting percentage.
.391 for the team, by the way, for Louisville. Clemson hitting just 100, and that's the difference right now. Cardinals have doubled up the Tigers. This set it's 10-5, and just another problem for Taylor, the freshman.
Tigers are really struggling right now to get their passing on point so that Slavic can actually feed the set to the hitters.
You can see that serve goes out of bounds. That Louisville bench jumping up. They're excited. 5 aces now for the Cardinals. And a whistle and another violation against the Tigers.
Double-handled the ball there for Slavic.
Now 12-5. CC Rush, a sophomore from New Albany, Indiana, serving.
She's got a nice float serve.
Good point.
It's a good rally.
Good
nice dig.
Taylor coming through. Good dig in the back by Louisville.
With the roll shot, Claire Chaussee. Nice block.
This is an extreme point that finally ends with a Louisville block.
Or Anya Tillman with the block.
They are just so strong at the net, and they've got so many stars. There's a good look at Tillman.
They really are. Service air for Louisville. Point for the Tigers.
Gets Clemson back to 13-6.
Let Kate Long catch her breath for a second after that long volley.
That was terrific.
It was.
And that's an ace for the Tigers. You saw in the bag, Aiden Bartlett couldn't handle the serve from Long. 13-7 now. First ace for the Tigers, by the way, but then the point goes right back to the Cardinals. Substitution for Louisville. As you can see, Iko Jones coming back in and going out as Aiden Bartlett. 14-7 Cardinals with the serve and the lead. They're already up by a set.
Tori Dilfner set her to serve.
And you can see Taylor could not handle that big swing by Anna DeBeer. 15-7, Cardinals lead in the second set. 15-7, Louisville leads Clemson here in set number 2. Cards took set number 1, 25-16, the third-ranked team in the country. We were talking before we came on the air tonight. Florida State was their opponent over the weekend, the Sunday game. They swept them. They scored 75 points.
Yes.
50 of those points were on kills. Is that an extraordinary number?
That is extraordinary, which just shows that they have an incredible offensive team here. Service error for Tori Dilfner, so point to the Tigers.
That's their 4th service error, so their ace and error percentage is almost even right now, but they've been very effective with the serve. But now the Tigers will, Ani Clark puts it into play, trailing 15-8, and Clemson makes a service error right there. It's their 2nd of the match.
So we've got Claire Chaussee back to serve.
We've seen pretty good evidence why this is one of the top 3 teams in the country. Cardinals have been most impressive. Big swing delivered there. Coming through is Colleen Finney, the sophomore from the Columbia area.
It's always nice to have some hometown representation in the area.
Just delivered that one. You can see the diving attempt there, but DeBeer couldn't come up with it.
Got Slavic back to serve again. Heiko Jones.
Clemson couldn't handle that one again. Jones delivers.
Some nice high swing, put it away. Point for Louisville. And now we have Elena Scott back to serve.
17-9. The Cardinals have the lead in this one. They took set number 1, 25-16. Couldn't handle it that time for the Tigers. Once again, it is DeBeer. She is having herself a night. She now has 5 kills, which puts her alongside Stevenson with 5. Jones has 6 to lead everyone tonight.
Yeah, all of them are on fire, and DeBeer really just finding those hands and sending it cross court. Passing air for the Clemson Tigers.
Once again, that Louisville serve, Clemson's just had a hard time just handling it and trying to get that first set. You can just see the obvious advantage to serving.
Yes, that has definitely been an advantage for Louisville tonight. First set, Elena Scott had several serves in a row, and it seems to be happening again.
You can see the swing there by Martin. It goes long, and the Cardinals now reach the 20-point mark. It's 20-9. And Clemson is going to go take a timeout. They're going to try to slow this momentum down somehow.
Yes, time to take some deep breaths and regroup. I think that the key thing right now, the Tigers really just have to figure out how to get that ball to the setter so that they can actually execute.
Well, right now, Louisville is hitting, now leading Clemson 20-9, and a little bit lopsided set here, but Louisville's done this to a lot of teams.
Looks like the Cardinals have switched out some of their players, bringing some of the players from the sidelines in.
Got a few reserves in right now.
It's a nice dig for Elena Scott.
Big kill comes in for Louisville, and that is Brooke Smith. She's a 6'2" sophomore from Leo, Indiana.
She read that block well and just hit it straight down the line. Nothing they could do about it.
21-9 Cards. They've scored the last 4. Slavic sets up Finney, and Finney delivers big time. That might be the best single set and point we've seen so far for the Tigers all night.
It really is, and Finney's on fire. As long as we have that pass and Slavic can find her, she's putting the ball away.
Slavic now with 11 assists for the match. It's 21-10 Cardinals.
Heiko Jones swinging high. Good coverage. And out of bounds.
Yep. They did a nice job rejecting that swing by Kate Long, and the point winds up going to the Cardinals, who now lead 22-10. Aiden Bartlett, a sophomore from Leavenworth, Kansas, will serve for the Cardinals.
Tigers seem to be struggling a bit with communication right now.
Point goes to Louisville once again.
I did see that touch there.
You can see the swing by Brooke Smith, and it's now 23-10.
Yeah, Brooke Smith looking consistent in the outside. Still have Aiden Bartlett back to serve. Just 2 points away from 25.
Louisville has won 40 of the last 50 points. Actually, my math is wrong there. Math was never my strong suit.
Do you know that's why I stayed silent? Wow. Great defensive play by Devin. Got the slide with Stevenson.
Yep. Long with the swing, but it gets rejected. The big-time block coming through there, and it's now set point. And who else is it going to be but Stevenson?
Yes, and that's one of the things we mentioned early on tonight. She averages roughly 2 blocks per match, and she is certainly delivering.
(24-10) match point, or excuse me, set point for the Cardinals. And we have a whistle right at the net. Point will go to Clemson, and they'll stay alive at 24-11.
Ani Clark coming back in the front row for the middle. Got 3 solid players up front for the Clemson Tigers, so hopefully they can hang in there a little bit longer. Got the slide again.
They set up and get the kill. Stevenson delivers, and it is set number 2 for the Cardinals. Louisville is number 3 in the country. They are undefeated on the season, and they are rolling on a Friday night at Jervey Gym at Clemson. It is alumni night at Clemson. A lot of the former Tiger players being introduced here between sets as Louisville and Clemson are doing battle here. Of course, Megan, you would be on the floor right now, but you're upstairs with me calling this one.
I would. I am glad to be up here, but it's nice to see all of these smiling faces back in Jervey Gym.
Well, let's break down what we've seen so far. This is through 2 sets, and it has been a very dominant performance by the Cardinals.
It has. You can see 0 blocks for Clemson, which, you know, they are a good blocking team. So hopefully, you know, they're regrouping right now at the halftime and are just going to kind of re-strategize for what they're going to come forward with for this 3rd game.
And right now it is 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals, and Amaya Tillman, the 6'3" junior from Topeka, she's been putting on a show.
Yeah, Amaya Tillman, you know, I watched an interview with her earlier, and one of the things that she talked about is the respect and appreciation that they have for every team that they play. I mentioned earlier on that she averages almost 2 blocks per set, and she just really wants to get her hand on every single ball. In 2020, she was the Defensive Player of the Year for the ACC.
Right now, Tillman has 4 kills so far. She's got 3 of Louisville's 6 blocks, as you can see once again. Now it's a massive alumni picture that they're going to have to squeeze in here quickly before both teams head back out on the floor for set number 3. And by the way, we don't see her on the floor, but she's up here in the booth with me. But there is Megan in action. Tell us about your career.
Man, digging those out of the archives. Yes, that is me, number 13. Right side hitter. You know, I came in as an outside hitter and then transitioned over to the right side. which I actually really fell in love with. It's fun to be back here in Jervey tonight.
That was cool. What are your favorite memories of your playing days?
Oh my gosh, all of the traveling that we got to do in the ACC. I remember the first game I ever played, we went to Malibu and played Pepperdine in a tournament. I mean, you want to talk about going somewhere amazing. Some of the players were talking about surfing in the morning and then going to practice, and then after that, you know, getting to go to classes and all that. The view was pretty spectacular.
I can imagine so. Well, right now the view for Louisville is nice. They are in this position once again. They've won the first 2 sets. This has been a regular thing. As we've mentioned, they come here 12-0 on the season, and 10 of those victories have been sweeps. The school record is 23. It's a nearly 40-year-old record, and if you look at the way this team has played so far, they got a shot at getting it.
They do. They do. I know the Clemson Tigers are going to want to hold on and put 1 game under their belts, so we'll see how this 3rd game goes.
Tori Dilfer serving it. Set number 3 is underway.
There we go.
Slavic set up right there
nice
for
swing
Hannah. Hannah took the big swing, but it misses its mark, and the Cardinals get the first point.
Yeah, just a bit outside there. Tori Dilfner back to serve. You can actually see a different energy for the Tigers right now on the floor.
Trying to get back in this match against the number 3 team in the country. Nice job by Taylor to make that dig, but once again, Louisville's got those big arms, but it doesn't happen this time as the Tigers get the point.
Yes, Cameron Hanna available to take advantage of the hands. Block went out. Now Cameron Hanna to serve.
Early set number 3. Hannah's serve.
Claire Chaussee with the high swing. Touch off the block. So it's a point for Louisville.
Chaussee comes through now. Give her now 5 kills on the night.
And we've got Aiden Bartlett, who just transitioned in to serve. It's a nice play for the Tigers.
Yeah, they set up Ava Pritchard, and Pritchard comes through with the big swing to tie it at 2.
You know that, when I was watching film earlier, that is definitely Pritchard's go-to, is the slide from behind. So hopefully, you know, Slavic can start using her a little bit more tonight.
Taylor, the freshman, to serve.
Tillman blocked.
Back-to-back points for the Tigers. You can see Ani Clark right there in the middle of your screen. She comes through for the Tigers. 3-2 Clemson.
Yes, strong block there for the Tigers. I believe that's the first block of the night.
It is. Louisville comes back. Yeah, big swing, but it's long, and the Tigers now have a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, didn't catch those fingers that time.
Yep. DeBeer was long with that shot. Clemson scored the last 3 points. And another kill, though, coming right back by DeBeer to kind of break things up. But you did mention it looks like Clemson has a little different energy out there this set.
Yeah, I am seeing that. Cameron Hanna had her hands on that dig, but just couldn't quite get there. Elena Scott to serve for Louisville.
Shot goes long, point goes to Louisville. Kaylee Martin couldn't get it that time, and the Cards have tied things up here at 4 all here in set number 3.
It's a short serve.
Yep. Big swing and another point for the Cardinals, and once again it is DeBeer.
DeBeer with that cross-court swing. They can't shut that down.
Yeah. She now has 7 kills. That leads all players in this one. She's also got 5 digs. Having a big night.
Yeah, solid all-around player. Pritchard with the slide.
Another, wow, that found just the corner inside. That's target shooting right there.
That really is. I mean, that was an incredible shot for Louisville. Adding another kill to De Beer's list.
De Beer now with 8. And once again, Louisville with a run with Scott serving. Service ace that time.
Elena Scott on fire with serving tonight.
Yeah. That was another bit of just target practice. She's hit it to the perfect spot. 5-0 run for the Cards. Make it 6-0.
Another passing error for Devin.
I know Taylor's having a tough night, but again, she's going up against an elite team, and Clemson will take a timeout to try to slow things down. Set number 3 at Clemson. The Cardinals right now acting like they're on cruise control. There's some, that's a mask mandate right there if we've ever seen one.
My goodness, I mean, he came ready. Look at these little Tigers just jamming in Jervy Jam.
Fine use of flags there. 8-4 Louisville. They lead here in set number 3 against Clemson.
De Beer for the swing. Again, that cross court.
And that goes out of bounds, the diving attempt by Slavic. You know, Clemson is hitting for this game 0.30.
Yeah.
They are really struggling out there. It's just when you go up, there's just so many. It feels like there's 30 hands up there for Louisville.
It does, and I also just don't think we've had an opportunity to get a good pass to Slavic to really do something. I think that was a lift for the setter. Another point for the Cardinals. Elena Scott just going back there and holding strong with the serve.
We mentioned Clemson came out with energy to start this set, and they showed it, but now the Cardinals have gone back in command. They've run off 7 straight points.
It's a good pass. Let's see what they can use it for. Pritchard with the slide.
Big swing from the outside, but you can see that attempt by Martin goes long, and the Cards' run continues. It's now 11-4.
Got to break this rotation for the Clemson Tigers.
Again, it's another long stretch for Scott serving. We've seen that throughout the night. Ani Clark comes in, finally breaks that run by the Cards, who had reeled off 9 straight. Tigers now will have Crystal Childs, the senior, one of the team captains from Alpharetta, Georgia. She'll serve here with her team trailing by 6 in the 3rd set.
Nice short serve to come in. Aiko Jones with the kill.
Just found the right spot between Childs and Hannah.
Now Aiko Jones back to serve, fresh off of that kill.
She's got 7 on the night. Go along with 3 blocks.
Yeah, having a great night. Nice swing from the back row. There we go.
You can see that was Martin with the swing, and the Cards couldn't handle it.
Yeah, seemed a little bit delayed on the block right there.
So the Tigers will try to get a run going of some kind to try to get back in this set.
Stevenson with the slide off the block.
Good point here underway.
From behind. Just see the Cardinals are getting their hands on every ball.
Terrific point, and it's not done.
Still going. It's a great volley. See if she can put it away.
Still going. This is the point of the match.
This is.
Finally at the net, and the point finally goes to Louisville, and I'm exhausted.
Anna DeBeer with the tip to finish that out. I didn't know if that was ever going to end, and now she heads back to serve for the Cardinals.
Man, that was a hard 1 point. I don't care who won that point. They had earned it for sure.
Goodness. I mean, we even saw it off the ceiling.
Some great digs and great efforts just to keep it alive. Cardinals get the point, and they're up 13-6. Hannah just struggling tonight, the sophomore.
Yeah. Into the net. Be nice to see the Tigers get Cameron Hannah going. Slavic continues to feed her the ball on the outside there.
She comes off a season-high 20 kills in that long match against Wake Forest over the weekend. And there's Hannah coming through there. She gets her 7th kill of this match. And Clemson back to 14-7.
Yes. Coming in with some good momentum. Now Ani Clark back to serve.
Here's a look at Cameron Hannah. Clark serving. Nice job there by Louisville to get the point and get it quickly.
Yes, Tori Dilfner with that tip. We saw that earlier on in the game, and she is just so active and reads the court so well. That spot was wide open.
If I recall now, I believe she's tried that 3 times and has been successful twice. You'll take those numbers any day.
Yes, absolutely.
15-7 the count.
Cece Rush in to serve for the Cardinals.
Nice kill there. You know, Colleen Finney has come in and given this team a little bit of a lift.
She really has. She's got, let's see, 2 kills so far, hitting .333.
There's a good look at Colleen. That was just huge, but before that, the point goes to the Tigers as we had the whistle before that swing.
You know, Fred, I'm surprised. That's actually the first time that we've seen DeBeer from the back row, and that is one of the key plays that the Cardinals like to go to.
Finally back to play now. Slavic the serve. Great job by Taylor. Big kill again by Finney.
Yes, on fire. Slavic's got to keep handing that ball to her all night long.
She's got 4 kills now. And again, she's really giving this team a bit of a lift.
Yeah, it does seem like her energy is really hyping the Tigers up right now.
And they find the hole in the Clemson defense, and another point for the Cardinals. And once again, we're starting to talk about Tori Dilfer a lot.
Yeah, Tori Dilfer early on found that sweet spot on Clemson's court, and now it seems like the Cardinals are just taking advantage of that being open. So the Tigers need to be ready for those tips.
Dilfer will go to the sidelines for the moment. She's got 4 kills and 26 assists, along with a couple of blocks. Pretty full scorecard for her. You can see a little bit of a miscommunication there between Slavic and Finney.
Yes, definitely. Now we've got number 20, Rachel DeMarcus, in to serve for the Cardinals.
DeMarcus is a senior out of Lexington, Kentucky, puts it in the net, point to the Tigers. You know, speaking of Kentucky, this must have been something. Louisville and Kentucky, you had 2 basically top 10 teams. Kentucky was number 8 at the time. They had won 7 matches in a row in the series against the Cardinals, but Louisville won in a 5-setter. That must have been something.
Yeah, had to have been quite a game. And one of the cool things that Coach Busboom Kelly liked to do is a lot of their players are actually from the Louisville area.
There's a kill for the Cardinals again. Point going. That one delivered by Chaussee. She's been impressive tonight.
And we've got Aiden Bartlett rotating back into the game to serve.
18-11 Louisville here in set number 3. Big swing by Martin, and Martin delivers.
Yes, incredible cross-court shot right there for Martin.
She'll take that. That's her 6th kill of the night, 18-12 cards. Taylor serving. And you can see another point for Louisville as the Tigers just couldn't handle that one being delivered by Iko Jones.
Yes, I love seeing Iko Jones come around to the middle and swing like that. She was wide open.
8 kills, 3 digs, and 3 blocks. Part of her night so far.
We've got Elena Scott back to serve.
And that's usually meant some long Louisville runs.
Indeed it has. So back to Iko Jones again.
Yep. Slavic just couldn't get under it. Point for the Cardinals. And they hit the 20-point mark here in the 3rd set. And a timeout will be taken by Clemson. With Louisville now within range, they can see the sweep. They're just 5 points away at 20-12. A tough game tonight for the Tigers. What is ahead? Well, right now they've got Notre Dame coming in here on Sunday. These are games you'll see here on ACC Network Extra. But look at what's ahead. They go to number 2 Pitt, and also in the week Irving, and the freshman libero has fueled several runs tonight for the Cardinals. Coming out of the timeout.
Didn't let it squeeze past him that time.
Pritchard comes through and finds a spot on the Louisville defense for the point.
That is a prime example of monkey see, monkey do right there.
Pritchard will go out after getting the point. 20-13. She's got 3 kills on the night. Big set for DeBeer, and she just delivers again. 11 kills. Leads all players on the court tonight.
Yeah, went right past her. And it definitely seems like the setter is running a little bit of a fast-paced offense right now, so I just think the block couldn't get up quite in enough time. Kaylee Martin with the kill for the Clemson Tigers, now going back to serve.
You know, there's been a handful of points like that tonight. That's the first one that Louisville just didn't seem they could handle. They seem to get every little loose ball and keep it alive.
I could not agree more. They really are great at covering those tips defensively and also from the block. But, yep, that's the first one that seems to go past them. Block for Stevenson.
And Devin Taylor just wanted to keep that one alive, and she put it in the right spot for the point for Clemson.
She did. That 10-foot line is always a hard spot, especially when you're up front. You're not quite sure who's going to go for that ball, especially when you're stuck at the net.
Tigers could use a little break, and they got one. Taylor gets the point. You could look at the freshman.
Stevenson on the slide with a tip. Cameron Hanna to swing.
As you can see, though, the shot goes long. Point to the Cardinals. 22-15 now is the count. There is Hannah. All ACC second team as a freshman. Really one of the outstanding players in the conference.
See frustration in her face.
DeBeer serving, her team 3 points away from wrapping this one up. And Devin Taylor with a hustle play.
Yeah, Slavic did a nice job getting her hands up for the block, knowing that that was going to come right back at them, so it helped with her getting a touch.
I know she's had some struggles tonight for the freshman, but I think that Taylor has really responded here with a few points, and I think she has a chance to walk out of here still feeling pretty good.
Yeah, she's definitely had a couple of key plays tonight.
But right comeback the Cardinals do. There's Anna Stevenson with the winner, and Taylor will come back in for the Tigers, but now it's 23-16 Louisville as Stevenson comes over. She's got her own rally section. They traveled that 60 miles from her hometown of Lawrence to be here tonight.
And then we have number 7, Aya Daly, who just came in for the Cardinals.
Pretty good point. Slavic comes around quickly. She didn't go for the set that time. She went to deliver herself, and she does.
You know, Slavic is such a great offensive player. I think I mentioned this earlier on, but against Wake Forest, she had the highest hitting percentage on the team.
Slavic will serve now. Look at Clemson. They've kind of battled their way back a little bit. Got it to 23-17, and they've got the serve.
So we've got Ava Pritchard back in the front row for middle blocker.
Good block at the net for the Tigers. That Colleen Finney again.
Colleen Finney again with the solo block up there. That always gives you some good momentum.
This is one of those tough deals. She has been terrific tonight on a difficult night for Clemson to play, and Finney came through again, back to back. All of a sudden it's 23-19.
Yeah, Finney actually recently registered her 100th career kill against Gardner Webb. I think it would be safe to say that we've well over 100 now.
Oh, yeah.
Clemson starting to figure out that that's that spot they've been going for. Oh, and a hitting here for Cameron Hanna.
Hanna just couldn't get it across, and now it is match point #1 for the Cardinals at 24-19.
Got Ava Pritchard to serve for the Cardinals.
And there's a block at the net. The point and the match go to the Cardinals. Looked like Emily Scott was there, and Louisville takes this one, sweeping Clemson in 3 sets. They're 13-0 in the season with 11 sweeps.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure very disappointing.